Hi, so today is a rant video because I've been going through a lot mentally and emotionally. Um, like I said in a past video, I recently got out of a very nasty relationship, and it was a nasty breakup, and it's been really rough. It officially clicked in my head that we're not together. We're not. About probably 4 days ago. But until that clicked, I was still moping and being depressed and just like, what am I doing with my life? And anyway, so let me go back and talk about that relationship. I dated a guy from December of 2014 until a week and a half ago. Year and a half-ish, maybe until like 2 weeks prior. He was a person that at first he pursued me all the time. He always wanted to talk to me. He always wanted to be around me. And I took that as a good sign. As soon as we really made it serious, he stopped giving me compliments. He kind of backed away and was like, okay, I have you, okay, I'm gonna back away now and not hang out with you, not talk to you. And I was just like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Well, we had different jobs. He toured around the country with drum corps, and I worked at a summer camp last year, and so we only saw each other twice during the whole summer. I was always really angry because we were just going through so much together. We had things happen in our relationship that you wouldn't even fathom. Like, you wouldn't even, like, in your brain be like, you went through that and you're okay? No, I'm not okay. Of course not. Who would be? But anyway, and it was always a roller coaster with him, and I was just like, why are you not happy with me? What did I do to make you not happy? And he'd be like, it's nothing you did, I'm just not happy. And I'm like, okay, how do I fix it? You can't. Why not? I feel like I should be able to fix it. Especially if it has to do with me. If it has to do with us. And he's like, no, you just can't. And so he would just pretend that nothing was bothering him all the time. It was very difficult. And there was a point that he tried dating another girl while dating me and told people. He didn't even tell me. He was just like, he just posted on Facebook that he was in a relationship with someone else. And I was like, hold up, what? Hello? What happened to me? And he's like, oh yeah, I was gonna tell you that. When? Are you just gonna do that to her? So anyway, so that day, when he posted it, I was like, no, delete that. You're still with me. And do you want to be with me? And he's like, yeah, I still want to be with you. I'm like, so what the heck are you doing? Why are you posting on a social media that we have so many mutual friends that know we're together, and yet you're posting that you're with someone else? What? And then he was like, oh, okay. And then, he posted that he was with me. And I was like, okay, yeah, we're good. We're good to go. But the whole time that it's like, okay, yeah, we're public now. People now know. But he would just be like, I'm not happy with you. I don't know why I'm dating you. I'd rather be dating someone else. And I'm like, then why don't you break up with me? And he'd be like, because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Figure it out. I was happy with him. Wasn't happy with the decisions he was making, and I made it very clear to him, but I was happy with him. But in the long term, and he held everything in. He hid so much from me. It was so hard. We were still going through things that we were going through, and it was so hard to be like, I need support from you, and you want nothing to do with me, yet we're still dating. We're still together. You know, I honestly, in my little head, right here, I thought we were going to get married. He would have told you the absolute opposite. He would have said, no, not happy, because he wasn't happy with me. He didn't tell me he wasn't happy with me in person until March? I think March. Right after I saw him, he texted me and he was like, I don't want to date you anymore. And I'm like, tell me in person. Tell me to my face and I will believe you. Just because with how much he lied to me in the past and with how much he just was not honest in general, as an overall, not just to me but to everyone, it was like because of how many things he hid from me. I was like, okay, tell me in person, I'll believe you. He then told me the next time I saw him that he wasn't happy, but he was still willing to date me because he knew I was happy. And then, but it would just be a roller coaster, and it would be like, well, what are we? Are we dating? Are we not? And even before we were public, it was always a gray area with him, and it was like, well, what are we? Are we together, or are we just friends? Are we friends with benefits? Like, what is going on? And he would always tell me, oh yeah, we're committed to each other. And it's like, prove it. Prove it. Like, what? I went to see him on my birthday. I drove up after I worked for 6 hours on my birthday. And I got up there and he literally told me, I'm breaking up with you. Then he took me out to go see different things. Like, we went sightseeing. We went to go see a couple friends of his. And it was just very weird because he like still treated me like his girlfriend. He still held my hand, he still kissed me, he still told me he loved me, and he let me talk to him as if we were dating for a whole month more. And he's just like, but we're not together. And I'm like, then why are you doing this? If we're not together, why are you still doing this? And you're like, because I still care about you. And I was just like, I'm so confused. I am just in this like always confused state. And when I saw him, the last time I saw him in person, which was right before 4th of July, he finally told me that we're not together, we're not getting back together, and I don't want to talk to you. And I was just like, really? I was finally getting to a point where I could be friends with him and it like wasn't weird, but we were still in that place of, well, we're still acting like we're dating. I don't understand what's happening. And he was just like, no, I want nothing to do with you. And then he talked to me the next day. Okay? He talked to me on 4th of July. On my way home from work. He talked to me every day on my way home from work. And the last thing he told me was, okay, love, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And then he blocked me on all social medias. And I'm just in a place of, why? Like, was it something I did? Was it something that happened? Like, I'm so confused. Is it because you want to go date that other girl? Go freaking date that other girl! Like, seriously! I can't stop you! And he told my friends to not talk to me if I was talking about him or if I wanted to talk to him, because he doesn't want to talk to me. I'm respecting that. I am not trying to contact him. I haven't since Thursday because I didn't know what was happening on Tuesday and Wednesday. I was like, I'm just in this stuck place of I want to talk to him, but I want to respect him because he doesn't want to talk to me. And so I finally told some friends, I was like, hey, I want to be your friend. I want you to care about me. I want to care about you. But if he's the reason why you don't want to be friends with me, that's just stupid. Like, not on their part, but the fact that he would tell them to not be friends with me because there's nothing between us. We have not talked. Since he blocked me, we have not talked. How can they get in the middle if there's no contact? Like, okay, whatever. Anyway, I've been going through a lot, and I have friends who are like, let it all out. I'm totally fine with listening. And then when I let it out, they're like, oh, you told me too much. I'm like, okay. Awesome. And then I have other friends who are like, we understand you're going through this. We don't want to listen. And I'm like, okay. So I've been doing a lot of keeping things to myself and not really venting about it. And it's just been, it's been so hard because like the first like 3 days, I was just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in bed and just not do anything. And I forced myself to go out of city to go see my sister and forced myself to go do things because I knew how bad I was getting. It was rough to go do that. And I ended up staying with my sister for 8 hours because I didn't want to be laying in bed. I ended up laying on her bed. I just lay there and talk to her. But I didn't want to be laying in my bed by myself because I knew I would be in a bad place. Anyway. So if you're thinking about me, think of thoughts. I've been going through a lot. I'm moving past him because he wants nothing to do with me. I'm respecting that. I'm trying to move on. There's so much going on. I had a friend today tell me, I texted him and I was like, hey, how are you doing? And he's like, do you live near him? And I'm like, huh? What? And he's like, oh, I thought you were talking to me because you wanted to talk about him. And I was like, no, I'm talking to you because I want to talk to you. Not about him. I want to talk about you or about me, you know. But I'm not going to take it out on people because I did that and I realized you lose friends. Like, it's not fun to be just broken up with and only have like 4 people to talk to. It's not fun. You know, 4 people consistently who will check in and be like, how are you doing? Let me help you out. But yeah, just think of thoughts for me. Sorry if it's a little long. I really need to get this out and just be like, hey, this is what's happening. So, if you like the video, like and subscribe. I am trying to build up my channel. It would be awesome. You know, I promise I will bring out better content and actually have things that I'm doing. I'm right now figuring out life and work and this, and so yeah, it's work in progress. But yeah, thank you everyone. Please share with your friends. I am good at ranting, but at the same time, I tend to go long. Alright, thanks guys. I will talk to you soon. Have a great evening.